Welcome back to another video and 25,000 subscribers! I am very thankful for every single person who subscribed to this channel, who actually enjoys the content that I'm doing. And 25 is a big mark. It's a big milestone in my opinion, for me specifically. And as I promised when I reached 20,000 last month, I said that if I do hit 25,000, I will be doing a Q&A where you guys can ask me anything, any football related and non-football related. For that reason, I tweeted it out. I put it on my IG and I put it on my YouTube as well for all of you guys in different sort of audience to ask me anything that you want to ask. I've received so many responses, and in this video, I'll be answering all of your questions. Before I go any further, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and let's hit another milestone. 50,000, man. 50,000. That would be crazy. And of course, comment any other questions that you might have that I might have missed. And of course, I'll respond to them in the comment section. As I've received so many responses, I'm going to just pick random ones from all different platforms. I'm going to start with Twitter first. The first one is, what's your honest opinion of Mo Salah when it comes to the Premier League greats and also wingers in general? I think for Mohamed, his resume is the one that kills it. In terms of numbers, and if we speak of numbers / quality / consistency, he belongs amongst the top 3 ever that we've seen in Premier League. Because of the fact that his resume of only 1 Premier League title, that's holding him back. I personally don't think resume should have any sort of impact because, bro, in 2 seasons, he was 1 game away from winning the Prem. Let's say, for argument's sake, he's chilling on 3 Premier League titles. The reaction would be completely different. So why would you let accolades play an impact when we're discussing all-time greats? I hear it, but for me, he's a top 3 Premier League player all time. And for me, the greatest winger ever in Premier League history. The next one we've got is, do you actually believe everything that you say, or do you try to sensationalize, what a word, some stuff for content purposes? Serious question. I'm gonna be real. I don't really hide what I say. Like, I say a lot of things with chest, and a lot of my opinions might get me in trouble because sometimes I compliment other sort of teams, rival teams that some Madrid fans hate. But I'm not one of those people that would hide my opinions because I'm scared of the backlash from online and social media. I don't care really what social media has to say with any of my takes. But also, I would never fake an opinion or fake a reaction just because of interaction. I've never ever done that. I would never fake an opinion. I know a lot of people online, they like to overreact what they say, overreact that reaction. I don't want to say names, but I'm not one of those people. Like, if you hear me say something, I mean it 100%. But online, I like to troll, just as an FYI. Like, if you see me tweet something online, just be careful that some of it might be troll. But when it comes to the camera and me saying something, bro, I speak from the heart. As you guys know, I'm a very passionate person. The next one is, how many Arsenal players do you think will start for Real Madrid? Be honest, Triple F. I'm gonna be real. I'm looking at the Arsenal's team and I'm looking at my team. There's only really 1 player that will start for Real Madrid, bro. No more than that. And that person is William Saliba. I would take Saliba any day of the year, week, month, anything. Other than that, I don't think, because I used to think Bukayo Saka, because we never had a right winger, but because recently we've changed the way we play and system-wise, it's only Saliba, let's be real. Moving on, who is 1 footballer you would want to interview or have a chat with? Ooh, in terms of footballing people, it's Jose. 100%, one of my favorite people of all time. In terms of footballers, that's a lot of people, but maybe I would say Paul Bill. I think there's a lot of things that's happened in his career and his life which will make it a very interesting interview. A lot of things happened to his career, and plus he speaks English very well. So I would say Le Bill for me is my dream interview. Then we've got, who is your closest friends on SDS? In terms of who I've known for a long time, it's Hassim and Sharky. I've known them since year 9, back in school, bro. Like, the past, 15 years? Then from there, I started to know Rinaldi and Star Player. And we've known each other for over 10 years, I would say. Like, the first time we actually did was play FM, long time ago. And then over the years, I'm starting to know every single person, bro. Like, then we've got, who is your ideal Madrid 11? Not worrying about finances, egos, or anything like that. Using players at your disposal, currently active. Easy question. That's pretty much what I wanted to play with before we start the season. And that is Thibaut, Dani Carvajal, Mendy, Militao, Rudiger, Tchouameni, Camavinga, Fede, Jude, Mbappe, Vinny. That is, for me, our best 11 in terms of players, balance, and system. Then we've got any help you can give on setting up a YouTube channel to gain subscribers and go viral. Bro, I'll be real. Just be yourself. Express your personality. You have to have personality. You have to have charisma. If you are scared of what people have to think, if you're scared of what people have to think about you, then maybe this isn't the right lane or direction. But just showcase your confidence, showcase your opinions, be very, very confident in what you say and how you speak, and also be consistent. I think YouTube is all about consistency. It can be any sort of platform, TikTok, YouTube, anything. You have to showcase consistency. It can't just be one video, because if you want people to subscribe to you, if you want people to watch you, you have to give them what they want, which is constant videos. You can't just upload one day and then 1 month later I'll drop another video. They wouldn't be following you. They wouldn't be subscribing to you. So if you want to be a YouTuber, I think consistency and personality is my two biggest things. Then we have, what is your actual height? Bro, I'm going to be real. I'm 5'11". On a good day. Those days never comes. Then we've got, are you planning to compete in the next season of SDS Mastermind after the defeat that you suffered? Bro, season 1, rubbed. Season 2, scandal. Season 3, as they say, third time is the charm, baby. Wait, third time is the... Yeah, that's the saying, isn't it? Then we've got, give us a quick life story. What is your story with Denmark? Well, I was born and raised back home in Iraq. When I was 5-6 years old, I went to Denmark and I lived there for about 5 to 6, 7 years. It wasn't the greatest of experiences back then, because back then it wasn't really a place where you would see a lot of foreigners. Now it's changed. Now last time I went to Denmark was a couple of years ago, and bro, like, Copenhagen is completely diverse. Same what we see in London right now, but back then it wasn't diverse at all. So imagine me, and back then, I don't know if it's changed now, the year group was different. It's not like you've got high school 6-year group, primary school 6-year group, or high school, the thing. Back then it was literal year 1, year 9, all in the same school. And imagine being one of the only few foreigners, not just in your class or your year group, the whole school. So just imagine how it must have been. Over to YouTube, and the first one is, how old are you and Faysal? Me personally, I'm 20 years old. With Faysal, I don't want to leak his age, but just get the impression he's got 4 kids, 3 on the way. Like, how old do you think he is? You know what I mean? How old do you think he is? All I'm telling you, he's closer to 5 than 3. Then we've got, what made you support Real Madrid? I've actually got a video about that. I don't want to maybe repeat the story. So the video is going to be right here. Go and click that and you guys will see the reason why I support Real Madrid at length. I can't really explain the whole story now, so just watch the video and you understand why. Then we've got best and worst moment as a Madrid fan. That one, it's the only 2 times which I've cried over football. The worst moment ever was 11-12, Bayern, penalties, Ronaldo missed, Kaká missed, Ramos missed. That was the first time I understood what pain is and what emotion is over football. I've never felt like that. In terms of the happiest moment, and imagine crying happy tears. That's something that I again never expected, was La Decima. But not just La Decima, not the second goal, the third goal, the fourth goal. 92, 48. Yeah. If you guys don't know what it means, go check it up. 92-48, the moment that went in, I couldn't control myself. Then we've got what made you watch tennis. The first game that I ever watched was 2008, Wimbledon final, Nadal, Roger. And I looked at Nadal, who was the underdog. He lost the year before. The fans were rooting for Roger, so I liked him a little bit more. And plus, he was a Madrid fan. He was Spanish. So it made me have a reason to support him. And since then, bro, that is, again, I've watched tennis. That was the first time I watched tennis. I've watched it for 16 years. That match, for me, is still the best match I've ever seen in tennis. And I've watched it for 16 years. And I still love it. I still watch it pretty much every single week in most tournaments, Masters, Grand Slams, 250s, 500, whatever it is. Then we've got what is your top 3 personal favorite Real Madrid players and why, and congrats on the 25,000. First of all, thank you very much. Thank you. Muchas gracias. In terms of my top 3 personal players, that changes all the time. That's only 2 that remains the same. The others just changes every single time. Like the 2 which will always be the same is Zizou. That's who I fell in love with the sport, with Real Madrid and everything about him. And secondly, Sergio Ramos, just because of the fact what he meant to me and all the happy moments came from him. And then the rest just changes. Ronaldo recently, I mean, for a weird reason, yeah, ever since Ronaldo left Madrid, for a weird reason, I'm starting to appreciate Ronaldo more and more and more. I don't know if it's just me. I'm starting to appreciate Ronaldo a lot more ever since he moved away from Real Madrid, and specifically over the past 2 years, because I've seen all the hate towards him, and I kind of feel it's my duty to defend him, especially what he's done to Real Madrid and all the goals. He's our greatest player ever. There's no debate in that. But so great is and favorite is 2 different things. That's why I never had Ronaldo as my favorite players, because again, favorite is about feelings, about any happiness, whatever it is. But recently, over the past couple of years, I'm starting to love Ronaldo more and more and more, because I reminisced all the moments that he was in Madrid, and also because the hate that he's getting is so undeserved. Yeah, if that makes sense. And then over to IG. The first one is, what is your favorite SDS moment? Woo! My favorite SDS moment is the live show last year. I think that was the time where I felt like, wow, we've actually, because I've been, alhamdulillah, I've been to the World Cup, Asia Cup, we went to Qatar for the Match of Hope. We've achieved a lot of things, over 260, 70 subscribers, everything. But the live show and having people come physically to watch you talk about football, for me, that was the eye-opener for me. That was like, wow. Like, even like out before that, like you would go on the street, people would take pictures, and that's fine. But people paying to watch you talk about football, for me, that was wow. That for me, and having everyone there, like all of my SDS brothers was here. Everyone participated. We created such a great show that everyone enjoyed, and that's why we're coming back for part 2. If you guys don't know, tickets are going live on Friday at 10 a.m. So if I was you, don't waste any time. We are going for a much bigger place, and on the 9th of October, we're going to be hosting another live show in front of over 1,000 people. So don't miss out. I'm telling you right now, this will be special. But yeah, my favorite moment ever, I think, was the live show last year. Then we've got, what's your biggest YouTube goal? Our biggest YouTube goal, I'll be real, it's 100K. I think whoever reaches 100, and once you get your first, what do you call it, like plaque, whatever it is, I think that's where you've actually made it, and you can actually see yourself as, bro, you are an OG. I think anything before, I mean, it's good, but once you get like the plaque behind you, you know you've made it. So for me, that would be my biggest and most important goal. If I achieve it, I don't know what to do. Then we've got, were you nervous for your first episode of SDS? Was I nervous? Yes, because if you guys don't know, and for the people that know me, I never had social media before SDS. So I would never watch YouTube in the first place. I'm not one of those people that got into YouTube. And when I go from home, I used to watch YouTube every single day. I would never do that. I would only watch YouTube back then for football highlights and music. That's pretty much it. So was I nervous? Yes, because again, I wasn't used to social media. I never had Twitter. I never had Facebook. I never had IG, Snapchat, any of them. So the only way you could speak to me, like before, my friends and everything, bro, WhatsApp me if you want to get a hold of me. So the first time I remember when I recorded the episode, bro, I was shaking. I was nervous. And when I finished recording it, the first thing I did the following day, I went straight to the YouTube comments just to see what people felt about me, what they thought about me and everything. Of course, I got a lot of hate comments, and over time, I started to understand people hate for no reason. So it took me about 6 months to a year for me to fully understand why are you getting upset or emotional over hate comments, because back then it used to get me a lot. Like, it really used to affect me. Now it's part of the game now. It's part of the game, but keep hating. But back then it really used to affect me, and it took me a bit of time to understand. All right, let's stop. But now, yeah, so to answer your question, I was very nervous. Then we've got top 3 SDS videos of all time. Ooh. Okay, I'm assuming you mean with me on it or with me not on it. With me on it, let me answer with me on it. One of them is for me, is my favorite ever episode, and that was, that's so many, but I'm gonna give you my favorite ever. That's so many, but my favorite ever is the Neymar went Umrah moment, like the Neymar Umrah episode where it was me, Liban, Fuad, and Sharks. I think that is my favorite episode. That so much things happened in that episode. It was one of the craziest episodes, and for me, one of my favorite episodes to even be part of. Then we've got, were you actually a Chelsea fan when you were younger? Nah, bro, no. I used to root for Chelsea the same way I was rooting for Liverpool last season and Chelsea this season. And when Ozil went to Arsenal, I used to root for Arsenal. So every year I kind of have a Premier League team just because, hey, why not? But in terms of actually, I would never support, I've never supported any other team but Madrid, but I used to root for different teams because I live in the UK. It's kind of weird if I don't root for a team. So this season, of course, I'm rooting up the Chelsea, baby. Up the Chelsea. I'm trying to keep my hair, man. Then we've got, what were your favorite modules at law school? As a former lawyer and a solicitor, my favorite module, criminal law. Then we've got, what is your best SDS table? Ooh. I'll be real, I don't really have a favorite SDS table because I do think anyone can be on the table and the episode can be great. That's what, for me, it makes SDS the best. I'll be real. I'm sorry, but we can put anyone on whatever table, and any table combination can be great. It can be me, Liban, Fuad, which I know a lot of people like. Or me, Lias, Fuad, I know which a lot of people like. Or me, Fuad and Fuizzi, I know what people will be like. Or me, Liban, Fuizzi, or me, Stars, or me, Ilyas, or me, Abs. Bro, we can put any sort of table, or anyone else, bro. Any sort of table combination is always a hit with SDS. So that's what makes us, in my opinion, the best. Next one is, why have you still not been to any Bournemouth game? Well, I'm putting my hands up, I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. I forgot who it is as well, man. Whoever reached out to me on IG, on DM, please, I would appreciate, I'm sorry for not getting back to you. Please come back to me and reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to actually attend a Bournemouth game. I'm so sorry, man. Then we've got Shlonak Habibi, Shakumaku. Then we've got, are you any good at footy? I've seen the horror stories of you in goal. Bro, don't fool and believe all the narratives, man. I'm gonna be real. I'm a very good player. Technically very good. I'm past my prime, though. I'm not here. I'm not gonna say here I'm the best on SDS. I'm not. Like, peak Faysal, though. Prime Faze, prime Elfayz. I would say my prime years was 2014 to 2015, 2017. That was my prime years. incredible years, bro. I was a baller, man. Isco. Wherever you see Isco, like prime Isco, that was me, man. Ask anyone. Then we've got rank SDS members by football knowledge. That one, I can't lie, man. In my opinion, I think football knowledge is very subjective, because football knowledge can mean a lot of things. It can mean trivia. It can mean actually watching ball, playing ball. So I think football knowledge can be categorized in so many different ways. Because I feel like, I mean, in terms of trivia or anything of that sort, Lias, by far. I think Lias, he is literally an internet in his head, bro. Like, he knows the craziest of stories and research and random facts and anything over the past 20, 30, 50 years. So for that, that's Lias. In terms of playing football, then we've got, I think, Ilyas, very good knowledge in terms of playing ball and understanding, and of course Rindy as well. So I think everyone knows ball, and it's like, bro, we wouldn't be on SDS if we don't know ball. But again, ball can be subjective, like, and footballing opinions is very subjective. My opinion might be different to your opinion, and your opinion might be different to my opinion, and my opinion is different to his opinion. So I'm gonna give you the member with the most underrated ball knowledge, because I keep seeing comments on YouTube, on Twitter or anything, oh, he's got horror knowledge. For me, it's Sharky, because people don't get to see Sharky speak because he's hosting and he never get to say his opinion. But when they do hear his opinion, it's only for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. But he's hosting. Like, you guys need to remember, his job is to host. For me, if he doesn't host, if he actually speaks about ball with you, you guys will see he knows a lot of ball. But yeah, like I said, anyone knows ball, man. Then we have, who is your favorite woman tennis player right now? For me, Naomi, man. Osaka, man. She's the queen. Queen! Then we've got, how have you found balancing your job and content, and what advice would you give to start? I think that was the hardest part. I think that's why I wasn't consistent last year. Because I started my YouTube last year and I was working, as you guys know. So balancing out was very difficult because, bro, I would come home tired. I wouldn't be have any sort of energy to record, but I knew I had to record. That's why last year I was never consistent. I would upload for a week and then take a 3 months break and then come back for a week and then take a break, come back, take a break. But now I've found the formula. One, you have to understand that if you really enjoy content, then you can make it work. You have to put maybe in half an hour, 1 hour, just off the day, just to the side. You have to treat this as a job. So the same way you would wake up in the morning, you can't be asked to go to work, but you have to go to work. You have to treat that as a job as well. Yes, you might come back tired, but you have to treat it as a job. Be like, listen, this will pay me money eventually. So I think you have to treat it as a second job or your main job sometimes, because you have to put it in your mindset. This is important. I have to come back from home, record your notes or whatever you want to do, and actually record a video. You have to treat it as a job. And once you do, I think that's where you would mentally and finally be committed in doing it. Then we've got honest opinion on SDS. Bro, the best podcast in the world, not just UK, in the world. I don't care what anyone have to say. I don't care. Big up everyone. Again, like, big up everyone. Respect to all the other podcasts in this country, outside of the UK, whatever. You guys know who you are. But in terms of who is the best podcast in the UK, it's by far SDS. By far, in terms of numbers, in terms of what we offer, in terms of the table combinations, in terms of, bro, like, you're not going to see the same faces every single week. You're going to see different faces and you're going to enjoy it. You might have your favorites, but trust me, you will have different sort of enjoyment every single week because it's complete different faces. What we do, the content that we deliver, the shows, the mastermind, the live shows. Who can say they've sold out a live show and about, inshallah, to sold out 1,000 people. Like, everything that we do, like, again, I might be biased because I'm part of it, but SDS, man, and it's not even a competition. Then we've got, how did you and Sharks become friends, and did you think you will still be friends for all these years? We became friends in high school. In high school, year 9, I never thought we would become friends because we weren't really friends in high school. Like, we became friends when we went to sixth form, and that's when we started to chill and know each other. And then from there, literally, like, then he left for a year to go somewhere else, play football, academy, but we still had contact. I think after we used to have contact. And then, yeah, man, then we were part of an FM group. Then we start speaking literally every single day, part GC, group chat, everything. And since then, bro, we've been chatting. He is the reason why I'm doing content in the first place. Like, he is, for me, because I saw another question of, which I never, I might as well answer it now. Like, who's your inspiration? I think for him, bro, like, he is the reason why I'm doing content. The platform that I've got right now is because of him. I'm forever grateful and forever appreciative of what he's given me. Yes, people will say, well, you've done it now, and the 20,000, you haven't had Sharky. I saw someone say, you have to be confident in yourself. I am confident in myself, but at the same time, to understand the reason why I've got what I've got right now, it's because of him. Like, there was no need for him to give me the platform, and not just myself, all the other SDS members as well. Like, you guys need to understand, the reason why I said SDS is the best is because all of us never had a platform before then. Like, other podcasts, they were all big for different things in their career. For us, bro, I used to do 9 to 5. And I never had social media. Liban, the same thing. Stars, the same thing. Elias, the same thing. Faysal and all of those people, like, bro, like, we were private. We were mandate. We just used to chat with each other. And then he decided to, you know what, let's create a podcast. He could have easily just invited big people, big personalities to grow the channel. But he's managed to grow the channel into 270,000 subscribers with his friends. You guys don't understand it. He could have never done it. It was never his duty to do it. He never owed us anything. He did it because he felt that, yo, let's do it amongst ourselves. And look what's turned out to be. So, like I said, man, like, in terms of inspiration, it's him. Like, again, he knows, well, yeah, he's the best, man. And all the hate that he gets, by the way, all the hate that he gets online sometimes from different audiences on TikTok and anything of that sort, because of have a life, bro. And then the last one is, who is your favorite right back of all time? Carlos Alberto, man. Carlos Alberto, you get me? I used to watch him every single day, man. World Cup 1970, man. The way he captained Brazil to World Cup success. Like, bro, for me, favorite ever right back of all time, man. I watched him every time, his comms, his highlights. I used to watch him live on TV. The GOAT. But guys, this has been the end. Like I said, I will always say it. Thank you very much for all the 25,000 subscribers. But this is not the end. We keep pushing. We keep striving for greatness. As LeBron says, as my GOAT says, strive for greatness. And like I said, 25 is just the first milestone. The next milestone I'm trying to hit is 50. And then hopefully, 100 subscribers. But guys, like I said, if you guys enjoy the content that I'm doing, and recently you guys are seeing more uploads, and like I said, if you guys watch La Liga, enjoy La Liga, support a La Liga team, whether it's Madrid or Barcelona, this is really the main channel to be in. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Hit that notification bell, because don't miss any sort of uploads. Comment for algorithm. And I'll see you soon. Peace.